Good morning, my dear students. Today we will continue chapter number 5. You know, chapter number 5, Mass Media and History. So now let us discuss about the Kesari and Maratha. So these two papers, newspapers, were indicative of an important stage in the pre-independence era. Before the independence. History of Indian newspapers. Gopal Ganesh Agarkar and Bal Gangadhar Tilak started these papers in 1881. So, Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Gopal Ganesh Agarkar, these were the great personalities, and by these great personalities, these papers were started before the independence. They spoke about the social and political issues of that period. Kesari began to publish articles about the nationwide situations, books in the native languages, and the politics in England. So, these papers were published for the issues of social and politics in England in those times, in those periods. And that is why the people were aware about the politics of English people and what are the issues at the grassroots level. So that's why they understood about the social issues and the politics of in England. And because of these two newspapers, and because these papers were published in the local language, in the the native language, and that's why the people were getting the knowledge about the information about the issues, whatever the issues in those days. In the 21st century, newspapers have continued to fulfill an important role. It was acknowledged as the fourth column of democracy. And so newspapers played a major role, an important role in the 21st century. And that's why because of this thing, that newspaper is acknowledged the fourth column of democracy. Acknowledged means that considered, the newspaper is considered as a fourth pillar of democracy. Now, the second point is your magazines and the journals. Magazines and journals. Magazines and journals are periodical publications, and this category includes publications which are weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, bi-monthly, quarterly, 6-monthly, annual, etc. So these publications or these magazines and journals are published time to time, means just like a weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, bi-monthly, quarterly, 6-monthly, at a regular period. These magazines and journals are published, and that's why there may be some chroniques which are published at no fixed time, and some were the chronicles. Chronicles means the source of historical data. Some of them were, and which were published at no fixed time. Bal Shastri Jambekar started the first monthly magazine in Marathi. It was named Digdarshan. Among the periodicals, Pragati, now a different journals, was started 1929 and edited by Trembak Shankar Shejawalkar. He wrote regularly in these historical journals. Bal Shastri Jambekar started the first monthly magazine in Marathi. Who was started first magazine in Marathi, monthly magazine? Bal Shastri Jambekar. It was named Digdarshan. And among the periodicals, Pragati, now a different journals, was started 1929 and edited by Trembak Shankar Shejawalkar, and he wrote regularly in these historical journals of Maharashtra's history and social movements. So Trembak Shankar Shejawalkar, he wrote the historical journal of Maharashtra's history and social movements, social issues of movements. Currently, there were many periodicals devoted to Indian history. Marathi journals such as Bharatiya Itihas, आणि and Samaskriti and Marathwada Itihas Parishad Pratika may be cited as examples. Currently there are many periodicals devoted to Indian history. Marathi journals such as Bharati Itihas आणि Samaskriti and Marathwada Itihas Parishad Patrika may be cited as examples. So these are the great examples of articles and journals which were played a major role for awakening the people, and those were Bharati Itihas आणि Samaskriti and Marathwada Itihas Parishad Patrika. So these were the currently periodicals and they devoted to Indian history. Now see here the electronic or digital journalism. These are ultra modern periodicals from a part of electronic of digital journalism. History is a prime subject of interest for these periodicals as well. Many web news portals, social media, web channels, YouTube, etc. make historical content available to the audience readers. So nowadays it is a modern age, it is an electronic age, and now there is a electronic media is there, and there are many channels, there are many sources like many webs are there, portals are there, social media is there, and websites are there, YouTube is there, and through these channels people aware of issues, people aware of information and whatever the political issues, the social issues, the international level issues. So about all those things the people can aware, and this way nowadays the electronic media playing a major role to give the information for the readers or audience. Now radio, Indian Broadcasting Company IBC, a private radio company, was the first one to broadcast daily programs. Later the same company was taken over by the British government and named as the Indian State Broadcasting Service ISBC on the 28th June 1936, and it was renamed as All India Radio. So Indian Broadcasting Company IBC, it was a private radio company and it was the first one to broadcast daily programs. Radio, that was the Indian Broadcasting Company, and it was the first one to broadcast daily programs. Later the same company was taken over by the British government and named as Indian State Broadcasting Service, and after that it was handed over to the British, and British started that that company, and it was renamed by the British government, and it was renamed as a Indian State Broadcasting Service, and it was started on 8th June 1936 as a All India Radio, and after that it was renamed as a All India Radio. Now see here, after independence, air became an integral part of the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting India. Initially it broadcasted governmental programs and schemes. It was named as Akashvani on the suggestion of the famous poet Pandit Narendra Sharma, and Akashvani broadcasts various entertainment, awareness creating and literary programs. Later, after independence, air became an integral part of the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. Initially it was broadcasted governmental programs and schemes, because All India Radio became the integral part of the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, because they could broadcast the government schemes, government's plans, and that's why the people became aware of this thing, and so the All India Radio became the integral part of the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. It was named as Akashvani. After that it was named as Akashvani. Nowadays also it it is famous as a name of as a Akashvani. And it was renamed on the suggestion of the famous poet Pandit Narendra Sharma. Who suggested to give the name of Akashvani to the broadcasting service ISBS. That was the famous personality Pandit Narendra Sharma. He was the famous poet. Akashvani broadcasts various entertainment, awareness creating and literary programs. It also broadcasts special programs for farmers, workers, the youth and women. So it was becoming famous, and it was broadcasting the various entertainment, awareness creating and literary programs. It was also broadcast programs for farmers, workers, the youth and the women. So it means from to the bottom level issues were there, and these Akashvani were touching the issues of the bottom level of the farmers, workers, and the youth and women, and also about the literary. So, and that's why these Akashvani, doing the important work for awareness to the people. The Vividha Bharati programs are broadcasted in 24 regional languages as well as 146 dialects of Indian language. Lately, various new channels like Radio Mirchi are providing the radio services. And after that, Vividha Bharati programs are broadcasted in 24 regional languages. Regional languages means what is the regional language of Marathi? Maharashtra. Marathi is the regional language of Maharashtra. So, through these regional languages and 24 regional languages, these Akashvani broadcasting the programs. Television. The Delhi Doordarshan Center was inaugurated by Dr. Rajendra Prasad, the first Indian president, and Doordarshan Mumbai Center began to telecast its programs on 1st May 1972. It was the first program which was telecasted by the television on 1st May 1972, and it was inaugurated by the first Indian President, Dr. Rajendra Prasad. And color television was introduced on 15th August 1982. In 1991, the Indian government granted permission to private national and international channels to telecast in India, and thus it became possible for Indians to watch international events on television. And so the Indian government granted permission to private national and international channels to India, in India, and thus it became possible for Indian people to watch international events at television. So that's why we can watch the live match, an international match because of this permission of government. Why do we need mass media? We need mass media to facilitate information to all strata of the society. Editorials, various columns and the supplements are essential parts of newspapers. Readers are also ensured of a platform to voice their opinions. Newspapers can help in making the democracy stronger. Why do we need mass media? So we need mass media to facilitate free flow information to all strata of the society. Editorials, the various columns and supplements are essential parts of newspapers. Readers are also ensured of a platform to voice their opinions. Newspapers can help in making the democracy stronger. So newspapers is considered as the fourth pillar of democracy, and newspapers can help in making the democracy stronger because newspaper can touch the issues of common man. Television is an audio-visual medium. It was possible for this medium to cross the inherent limitations of newspapers and the radio and show the actual visuals of an event to people. So far, there is no other alternative to television for watching an event as it actually happened. So because now electronic media can, telecast the live or visuals of an event of people to people. So far there is no other alternative to television for watching an event as it actually happened. Okay, so that's it for today, and let us continue in the next video.